Hello student, this is the third lecture from magnetic effect of current and magnetism. Today I shall discuss some special application of Biot-Savart law and Ampere's circuital law. But before discussing it, I shall mention a very important point. In my last class, I discussed this problem, follow, but there is a silly mistake. Of course, the correction has been mentioned in the last video at the end of the content, that is at the end of the description. You must notice it. But today, I am mentioning that correction. Follow, in my last class, this is a circular loop, but this portion is out. Here the angle 60 degrees. So what will be the magnetic field due to this circuit at the center O, the radius R? B equal to, we know, for complete circular loop, the magnetic field mu naught by 4 pi into 2 pi I by R for one term into this angle 60 degrees. So this angle 300. So 300 by 360. This is the answer. Clear? Tesla. In my last class, there was a mistake that here I put 60 degree. For this portion 300 by 360. Total portion for 360 degree total angle, and this portion 300 degree. So this correction is already been mentioned, has already been mentioned in my last video. At the end of the content, again I mentioned this correction. Okay, but if only for this portion and this portion is not here, follow, only this portion, then the field will be, of course, for this figure the field will be B equal to mu 0 by 4 pi into 2 pi I by R into 60 by 360. Clear? For this portion, this is the correction, of course. Now come to the point. Today I shall discuss the magnetic field on the axis, at a point on the axis due to a circular loop. Clear? Magnetic field due to a circular loop on the axis, at any point on the axis. Follow. In my last class, the magnetic field was found out at the center, but today this is a circular loop and P be the point on the axis, A be the radius. Okay, the current in this way. Follow, anti-clockwise direction. Coil in this way. So consider here a small portion dl and here a small portion dl. Magnetic field on the axis, at any point on the axis due to a circular loop. Clear? This portion dl and this small portion dl by applying Biot-Savart law. Here the distance OP equal to x and this portion is r. Okay, this is AB. At the top, dl is a small portion, this angle theta. Follow. For this portion, for this small portion here, the direction is upward. Due to dl for upper portion, the magnetic field in this direction. Okay, if we the two component of the magnetic field. Follow this angle theta, this angle theta. So this is dB, this is dB sine theta. Okay. Similarly, here another portion at the bottom, due to this portion the angle, the magnetic field also this is dB cos theta, and this is also dB cos theta. Follow why the direction in this way. The direction here P, PA be the direction and PB be the direction. PA be the direction of the magnetic field due to small dl. Follow, this is the circular in the anticlockwise. Putting the hand, your palm, right hand, this is the direction of current. Follow dl and r. That dB will be perpendicular both dl and r. Clear? This is, follow, this is dl and this is r. So magnetic field here, follow, in this way, this magnetic field is both perpendicular with r and dl. So dB cos theta cancel each other. So total magnetic field at P due to whole circular loop equal to dB sine theta. Clear? dB sine theta. Follow, dB equal to mu 0 by 4 pi into I dl sine 90 degree, because this angle 90 degree. Follow, this is the dl and this is r. So angle between my finger, this is the r and this pen is the wire. So angle between my finger and the wire is 90 degree. Follow, this angle 90 degree. I dl sin theta by r square. Clear? Into sin theta. Integration mu 0 by 4 pi I by r square sin 91 sin theta, theta equal to a by r, integration of dl. Follow, I by a by r cube. R cube means putting the value of, okay, a r cube x square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2. Follow, value of r equal to root over x square plus y square, so r cube 3 by 2. Integration of dl, that is circumference of the loop 2 pi a. Clear? In, of course, Tesla. So this is the result. Follow, for n turn you have to multiply it with n number of turns. So this is a circular loop. We have to find out the magnetic field at a distance x from the center at P on the axis. Now a small portion, to consider a small portion at the top dl and at the bottom dl. Due to dl, the magnetic field at P is dB along PA, and due to dl at the bottom portion, the magnetic field at B is along PB. If this two magnetic field is resolved, then the perpendicular vertical component cancel each other. So total magnetic field at P is B equal to integration of dB sin theta. Of course, dB plus dB sin theta, 2 dB sin theta. I take only dB sin theta, that is 2 pi a. If you put 2b sin theta, then here pi a. Okay. So final result, Tesla, of course, final result mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi square I by x square plus square whole to the power 3 by 2 Tesla. Clear? This is the magnetic field. Direction of the magnetic field follow OP, towards OP, of course, towards OP. Follow. The current is anti-clockwise direction. So outward, towards the reader, according to the figure. If the coil is on the plane of the board, axis towards you, and here the direction in this way, OP, outward. If the current is opposite direction, PO. Now, if case number 1, if x is greater than a, very long distance, so if x is greater than a, then the b equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi square I by x cube. Follow. Number 2, if x equal to 0 at the center of the coil, b equal to x equal to 0, so mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi I by a. Follow. A square by a cube. So this is the, in my last class I discussed, it was proved that due to a circular loop, the magnetic field at the center mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi a I by a. Clear? So at the center the magnetic field is maximum, and with the increase of distance x, magnetic field decreases. Clear? If there is n turns, then 2 pi n square 2 pi a. Now if we draw a gap, follow, this is b and this is positive x, this is negative x, this is the part inside. So with the increase of x, magnetic field decreases. At the center, magnetic field maximum. Clear? This is the graphical representation of the magnetic field versus distance of a circular coil magnetic field on the axis at any point, at the center and any point. Clear? When x is greater than a, we neglect a square, so final result x cube. Clear? Here a very important point. What is pi square? Area of the magnetic field, area of the coil. So mu naught by 4 pi into 2a I by x square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2 Tesla. Clear? Maybe there is a numerical problem. The area of a coil is A and the current I, are the value of A, I and A, capital A and small a and I are given. So find out the magnetic field at a distance 5 meter or 3 centimeter from the center. Then you have to get the, you will get the result after putting the value here in this equation. Clear? Okay, note it. This type of question may be in big question, and there is a 3 marks question, short question, any type of question. Follow another application. This is a coil I. This is a circular loop, and follow. This is a circular loop. This is the radius R. So find out the magnetic field at the center. Follow. The point is on this wire. So due to this wire number 2 wire 2, and this is the circular loop. Due to circular loop, this angle is 90 degree. This is also infinity. This angle is 90 degree. Follow. For this wire 1, the magnetic field at O is nil. So due to one wire B equal to nil, and due to circular loop, so here for one loop B1 equal to 0, circular loop consider B2. Due to circular loop, B2 equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi I by R into this angle 90 degree. So 360 minus 90 means 270 by 360 degree. Clear? This is another B2 due to circular loop, and B3 for this loop. Follow. This is infinitely long wire, and this is one end. We know in my previous class that's B3 equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2I by R for infinity long, কিন্তু at one end I by R. This distance R. Follow. For infinity long in both sides 2I by R, but one side that is sine 90 degree plus sine 0 degree in this equation. Okay. In my last class, B equal to mu naught by 4 pi sine 90 degree plus sine 0 degree. Sine theta 1 plus sine theta 2, here theta 1 equal to 90 degree. This side and this side 0 degree. So 2I by R. Follow. The direction is upward according to here. Upward towards the reader, towards you. So total magnetic field B equal to B2 plus B3, and you will get the result for B1 0, and the direction of the magnetic field according to the direction of the current perpendicular to the plane of the board and upward, that is towards the reader. Okay, this is one time of application. Very important question, note it. Follow. This is circular loop from here to here, and this is a straight wire. This is the circuit. Okay. If in this way, follow. Semicircular loop. This is the center. This is a infinitely long. This is also infinitely long. What will be the magnetic field at the center? Follow. For this portion, for this wire, upward. For this wire, this is in which direction? This is upward. In this point, this is upward, and here this is upward. For this wire magnetic field B1, for this wire magnetic field B2, for this wire magnetic field B3. Follow. Here at the center, that means upward. For this portion, upward. So magnetic field B equal to B1 plus B2 plus B3 according to figure, upward. So what will be the result for B1? Mu naught by 4 pi I by radius R, current I by R, plus for B2 mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi I by R for whole circular loop, but here 90 degree half, that is 180 degree by 360 degree, because this angle 180 degree. And B3 of course mu naught by 4 pi into I by R. Both, all the three are in the same direction upward, that is summation, final result at B1, B2, B3. Follow, this wire is infinity one side but magnetic field at one end. So sine 90 degree plus sine 0 degree. This is another type of problem. Now, another type of application. Suppose this is a circular loop, a wire, and here is a cell is connected. Suppose here. This is A, this is B. This is the center, the radius of the wire is R. The current I in this portion I1, in this portion I2, and total current follow. Two are in this portion, A upper portion and lower portion. Suppose this is ACB and ADB. ACB portion and AD portion, these two wires connected in parallel. Clear? What will be the magnetic field at the center? Of course, 0. If this type of question in MCQ, no doubt, the result will be magnetic field at the center will be 0. But for big question, you have to prove. Let this portion, the length of ACD L1 and ADB, the length ACD equal to L1 and ADB equal to L2, and R resistance per unit length. Resistance, okay, the radius of the wire may be considered A, so smaller be the resistance, A be the radius of the wire, R resistance per unit length of wire. Clear? So the potential difference between of this wire and this wire same because they are parallel. So I1, the resistance of upper portion, I1 L1 R equal to I2 L2 R. Clear? Follow. VA minus VB equal to IR. So I1 into the resistance of ACB wire L1 into R, and resistance of ADB wire I2 into L2R, L2R resistance. So we get I1 equal I1 L1 equal to I2 L2. Now this angle theta 2 and this angle theta 1. Follow. So magnetic field due to upper portion, suppose due to upper portion B1 and due to lower portion B2. Magnetic field due to upper portion, due to ACB is B1 and due to ADB B2. Magnetic field for upper portion, follow, B1 and magnetic field for the lower portion B2. So B1 equal to the field for B, upper portion field downward, lower portion field upward. B1 equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2 pi I1 by A into theta 1 by 2 pi. Clear? Follow? For total portion 2 pi I1 by A, unitary method, angle 2 pi, theta 1 by 2 pi. And for B2, mu naught by 4 pi, very important question, I2 by A into theta 2 by 2 pi. Follow? This portion for this is the direction upward, this direction downward, and for this portion direction upward. Follow? This is downward and this is upward. So resultant field B equal to B1 minus B2. Opposite direction here 2 pi, 2 pi, 2 pi, 2 pi. So result mu naught by 4 pi by A common I1 theta 1 minus I2 theta 2. Follow? I1 theta 1 minus I2 theta 2. Clear? Here from this the angle theta 1 equal to arc by radius L1 by R. So L1 equal to R theta 1. Similarly, theta 2 equal to L2 by R, that is L2 equal to R theta 2. Follow? Putting the value of them here, L1 I1 theta 1 equal to I2 theta 2. Putting the value of L1, R are cancelled, so I1 theta 1. Here I1 theta 1 equal to I2 theta 2. So this is 0. So at first I mentioned that for this figure the magnetic field at the center nil, and it is proved that 0. Follow? For big question it is very important question and MCQ maybe. This angle may be any type. This may be 60 degree, this may be 300 degree, any type of angle, anywhere you may connect the cell, the result will be same, that is nil. You connect anywhere, the two terminals of the cell you may connect at any point, at any 2 points of the wire. The result you will get the same result. The result will be 0. Magnetic field 0. Clear? Proof. Note it, and very important question. Okay. Next item. Suppose I, I1, I by 2, and this is I by 2. Magnetic field. What will be the magnetic field at the center? For this portion downward, for this portion upward. So no need to calculate it, the result will be 0. For same current I2 and same current I2, follow, this wire and this wire equal, so this will be 0. This is another problem. The length of upper wire and length of lower wire is same. The current I2, I2. This is another problem. Now another very important problem on the basis of the magnetic field on any point on the axis. Follow. This is a coil. Just today at first I discussed it, the length, the radius A. Here at P the magnetic field, at P the current I. At P magnetic field, suppose BP equal to mu G naught by 4 pi 2 pi a square I by x square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2. Clear? Today I proved it. At center O, the magnetic field B equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi I by A. Of course, both are in Tesla. Clear? If question such, the magnetic field at P at a distance x is 1/8 the magnetic field at the center. It is mentioned in the question that BP by BO, the ratio of the two magnetic field 1:8. The magnetic field at the center is maximum, the ratio. So what will be the find out the value of x? This is the question. Clear? The magnetic field in a circular coil, radius A, and the magnetic field at a distance x, and the center, ratio of the magnetic field at a distance x and the center 1:8. So what will be the value of x? Now putting the value of this BP, mu naught cancelled each other 2 pi. So what will be, we get a square by x square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2 into A equal to 1/8. Follow? Putting the value of, cancelling each other, I, mu naught 2 pi cancel. So final result, A by x square plus a square cube equal to, sorry, follow? Simple algebra. So final result, A by root over x square plus x square is equal to half. So the result will be 4 square equal to x square plus square. So A equal to A root 3. Clear? This is a very important problem, good problem. Note it, this type of question. Another important application of Biot-Savart law, magnetic field, follow, magnetic field due to a rotating charge, due to a rotating charge may be positive or negative. Suppose this is a circular path, radius r and a positive charge moving q in the anticlockwise direction. So due to the movement of the charge, the magnetic field will be produced at the center. What will be the magnetic field? This is the question. Magnetic field due to a rotating charge. Suppose a charge plus q charge is rotating in a circular path of radius r, positive charge in anticlockwise direction. So magnetic field, what will be the magnetic field at B? Now T be the time period of revolution. Time of revolution. Time T be the time taken by the charge to complete one circular path, one motion. T be the time period of revolution, that is rotation. The time T taken by the charge to complete one circular path. So if omega be the angular velocity, angular velocity of the charge, then T equal to omega 2 pi by omega. Omega equal to 2 pi by T. Okay. Now current produced due to the movement of the charge. We know current is produced due to the movement of charge. So I equal to Q by T. That is value of T. So Q omega by 2 pi. So magnetic field B equal to mu naught by 4 pi into, for circular loop, 2 pi I by R. Putting the value of I, you will get the result mu naught by 4 pi into 2 pi by R. Value of I, Q omega by 2 pi. This is the result, mu naught by 4 pi Q omega by R. Direction, of course, positive charge upward. If the charge is negative, the magnetic field will be downward, because the direction of the current and the positive charge are in same direction, but the direction of current and negative are opposite direction. So for the movement of positive charge, magnetic field according to the figure towards the reader perpendicular to the board, and if the charge is negative, magnetic field downward, but of course perpendicular to the board. This is another important application. Note it. Another problem, suppose two state wire infinity O, this is X, this is Y. The magnetic field where the current is in this direction and current in this direction. This is I1, this is I2. Find the locus of the point where the magnetic field is nil. What is the question? Find the locus of the point where magnetic field is 0. This is the question. In the figure, two wires are mutually perpendicular to each other, but two wires are both are infinitely long, and OP the intersecting point. This is X and Y. So find out the locus of the point where the magnetic field is nil. Suppose the coordinates of the point XY. This is the point P. Follow. So this is Y and this is X. From this wire the distance X, let XY be the point. So magnetic field due to the first wire, for this wire suppose B1 and for this wire suppose B2. Magnetic field for this wire, the wire which carry current I1, the magnetic field is B1. So B1 equal to, follow, this is downward, and if we magnetic field nil, so B1 equal to mu naught by 4 pi what will be the magnetic field? This is long, infinitely long wire, mu naught by 4 pi into 2I1 by Y for this, and B2 mu naught by 4 pi 2I2 by X. From this wire direction X distance, we know for long infinite wire 2I by X, 2I by R and 2I by R. So this formula already have been proved in my previous classes, but nil, that is B1 equal to B2 and opposite to each other according to direction. If the direction is, suppose this field downward and this field upward, the direction of the current in this way. So B1 equal to B2. Two wires in this way, current flowing I1, I2, what is the locus? B1 equal to B2, we get I1 by Y equal to I2 by X. So Y equal to I1 by I2 into X. This is a straight line. So locus of the point will be a straight line. The straight line in this way and must pass through the origin. Clear? This is another important question. Follow. The magnetic field for this wire downward and this wire upward. So the point, the magnetic field is nil. The locus will be Y equal to I1 by I2 into X. Note it. Now I shall discuss a very important application of Ampere's circuital law. Ampere circuital law. In my previous class, I discussed Ampere circuital law, its application also today. This is a long cylindrical conductor. Follow. Long cylindrical conductor, maybe thick wire. The radius of the wire R. This is a long cylindrical wire. The current flowing through this wire, uniform cross section, current through the wire I. Total current flowing through the wire I in this way. Now you have to find out a magnetic field at P at a distance R from the axis where OP equal to R and R less than capital R. Inside the conductor, a thick conductor, a cylindrical conductor of radius capital R and uniform cross section, the current flowing through it I. Then find out the magnetic field at a distance R from the axis where R less than capital R, the inside the conductor. Now this is a closed loop. To apply Ampere circuital law, we consider a closed loop of radius R. Here follow this portion of the cylinder. Imagine this portion of the cylinder, area of the inner cylinder, volume of the inner area, cross sectional area, cross sectional area of inner cylinder, pi into r square. This area pi r square. Outer cylinder area of the outer cylinder, area of outer cylinder, area of outer cylinder pi r square. So current through the inner cylinder, current through inner one, suppose I dashed equal to I by pi r square into pi small r square. Clear? I r square by capital R square. Follow? Uniform cross section. So current through the inner one equal to A2. So this is the closed loop to apply Ampere circuital law. So the magnetic field, the current is in this direction, the magnetic field and the in this way. This is R, angle between B and R is 90 degree. So at P the magnetic field, application of Ampere, B dot dl equal to mu naught into, of course, I dash through this portion current, angle between B and dl, dl and bl, dl this portion dl, B and dl parallel to each other. So B equal to mu naught I dash value I r square by r square. What is the value of dl? 2 pi r, circumference of this closed loop. Clear? So final result, mu naught by 2 pi into IR by r square. Of course, in Tesla, all are constant, I constant, r square constant, all constant. So we may write B proportional to R, very important. Inside the cylindrical conductor, magnetic field is directly proportional to the distance from the axis. Of course, when R is less than capital R. But for outside a point, Suppose here the distance you have to find out here OP. Here OP equal to R. R is greater than capital R. So you have to draw a closed loop with taking radius OP equal to R. Very important point, B proportional to small r, mu naught by 2 pi IR by R square. Small r, B derivative, B proportional to small r. Now, this is the closed loop for the application of Ampere's circuital law. The area, this is R, B dot dl equal to mu naught I. Of course, total current inside the loop I. So B equal to B into dl 2 pi R equal to mu naught I. Similar case for long wire, mu naught by 2 pi R into I, that is mu naught by 4 pi into 2I by R. Follow? Or that is B is proportional to 1 by R. Very important. Inside the conductor, when R is less than R, B is proportional to small r. But when outside the conductor, B is proportional to 1 by R. So what will be the graphical representation of here? Follow. B, this is R, distance from the axis. If we y-axis B and x-axis polar, distance from the axis. So from the axis to the surface, B is proportional to R, here maximum, and here portion B is proportional to 1 by R. This is the graphical representation. Very important question. Clear? For thick wire, that is cylindrical conductor, inside and outside, B proportional to R, B proportional to 1 by R. There are so many various type of question may set from this theory. Big broad question, graphical representation, mathematical problem, numerical problem, any type. But it is very easy to you to solve it if you keep it your memory, this theory, the equation B is proportional to R and B is proportional to 1 by R. Okay. Now, a very important problem. This is a wire, this is center O, the radius R, this is AB is a straight wire, follow? This is 45 degree, this is also 45 degree. The current is in this way, I. What will be the magnetic field at the center? In this way, ABB is straight wire, and this is 45 angle, but this is 45 angle. So follow the direction of the magnetic field according to the direction of the current downward. For this portion, suppose for AB portion magnetic field B1, and for circular portion magnetic field B2. So B1 equal to mu naught by 4 pi, this is P I by A into sine 45 degree plus sine 45 degree. Follow? In my previous class There I proved the mu naught by 4 pi I by a into sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2. This is downward direction. And for B2, this angle 90 degree. So for circular loop, mu naught by 4 pi into 2 pi I by r radius into 90, that is 360 minus 90, 270 by 360. Clear? If you add B1 and B2, you will get the result. But what is the value of OP? This angle 90, so this angle 270 for this portion. What is the value of OP? Follow, this is R, this is OP. So OP by R equal to cos of 45 degree. OP base by hypotenuse. OP by R, that is OP equal to R by root 2. Putting the value of OP, you will get the result. Clear? This is another important problem. Okay. Note it. Suppose this is a solenoid. One problem related to solenoid. This is a solenoid. Okay. Length of the solenoid. Length 2 meter. This length of the solenoid 2 meter. Radius R equal to 3 semi. Suppose layer, a solenoid 5 layer. There are 5 layers. Follow, 1 layer, in opposite way 2 layer, 3 layer, 5 layers, and each layer contains 1000 turns, and current, suppose current I equal to 2 ampere. So what will be the magnetic field inside of the solenoid? We know outside of the solenoid the magnetic field 0. But what will be the magnetic field inside of the solenoid? Follow, we know the magnetic field inside the solenoid by the application of Ampere circular, mu 0, mu naught Ni in space or vacuum, mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter by Tesla per ampere meter, n number of turns per unit length. Total number of turns 5 into 1000, each layer 1000, 5 layer, and length 2. Number of turns per unit length 5 into 1000 by 2 into I equal to 2 ampere, that is Tesla. This is the magnetic field. Clear? No need radius, no need of this data. Clear? This is another problem. Note it. Follow. Again and again I am mentioning that the magnetic field outside the solenoid nil. Follow here. According to this direction, this is north pole and this is south pole. So magnetic lines of force in this way. Follow here the portion outside the portion here the magnetic field, magnetic lines of force. Follow this portion, this small part due to here the lines of force in this way. Follow this area, two lines of force are opposite to each other, so here cancel. That is why the magnetic field outside the solenoid is nil. Here this is a layer, this is a layer, side by side, this is a layer, this is a turn, one turn, two turn, three turn, first turn, second turn, third turn. Follow, this is the magnetic field in this way. This is the magnetic field. Follow, these two lines of force opposite. Here due to this opposite lines of force, opposite magnetic field outside the solenoid nil. Yeah. Now I shall discuss the last problem of today's class. Suppose this is a wire, the direction of the current downward, that is 9.6 I1 equal to 9.6 ampere. Another wire, this is upward, this is downward direction and this is upward direction. If we cross indicate downward and dot indicate upward. The distance between the two wires, 2 meter. This is current I2. Now this is a point P. The distance that is 10 by 11 meter. Okay. This is the A wire and this is wire B. Follow, two parallel wire. The current perpendicular to the plane of the paper or board. The A wire, the current downward direction 9.6 ampere. Wire number 2 upward direction, current I2. The magnetic field at a distance 10 by 11 meter from the B wire is nil. Here the magnetic field B, total magnetic field is 0. Follow, for this wire magnetic field, if the wire in this way, for this wire the A wire magnetic field upward and for B wire magnetic field downward. Follow, for wire number B, wire B magnetic field downward, for wire A magnetic field upward. So BA equal to infinity long wire, suppose infinity long, mu naught by 4 pi long wire, to I1 by R, distance 2 plus 10 by 11 equal to 32 by 11 meter. Follow, distance from the first OP, that is 32 by 11, that is Tesla. This is upward. For BB, second wire, mu naught by 4 pi into 2 I2 by this distance 10 by 11 Tesla. B nil total. So these two fields opposite and equal. According to direction of the current, they are opposite. So B1 equal to B2. The result will be 11 I1 by 32 equal to 11 I2 by 10. Follow. Putting the BA equal to BB, that 11 cancelled, value of I1 9.6 by 32 equal to I2 by 10, that is I2 equal to 3 ampere. So this is the question, what will be the value of current I2? Very important question. Okay, note it. From this problem, another fact, very important fact. This is the question. Very simple way we can find out the two wires may considered infinitely long. For infinitely long wire, we know the value mu naught by 4 pi 2I by R. Follow, yeah, figure. This is downward direction current and upward. The distance between 2 meter. 2 meter, the distance between 2 meter. And here is a point. From the first wire, this is 1.6 meter, and from this wire 1.2 meter. Follow. This is 2 meter. This is the wire A, this is the wire B, and this is the P. What will be the magnetic field at P? From the first wire, this is the wire, first wire, and this is the second wire. Follow. The 2 meter. 2 meter. Here is the point. From first wire it is 1.6 meter, and second wire 1.2 meter. Follow. So it is a right angle triangle because 2a square equal to 1.6 square plus 1.2 square. 400 equal to, follow, 4 equal to 4. So this angle 90 degree, sorry, this angle 90 degree. Second part of the problem, from the wire A 1.6 meter distance and from the wire B 1.2 meter distance at a point, find out the magnetic field. So according to the figure 2 meter data, 2 meter 1.6 and 1.2 meter, this angle 90 degree. Follow. For this portion magnetic field, follow, this portion magnetic field in which direction? This is B1, and for this portion magnetic field, follow, magnetic field, this portion magnetic field, and for this portion magnetic field B2. Clear at first? For this portion, this is the first wire, current, current downward direction, this current downward direction, and this current upward direction, So this is the direction B2 and this direction B1. Follow. Downward, this is the downward in this point, follow, towards B wire, and in this wire upward towards E wire. So B1 and B2, this is 1.6, this is 1.2. So B1 equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2I1 by 1.6, and B2 equal to mu naught by 4 pi to I2 by 1.2. Clear? The distance here 1.6 and direction in this way, but both are mutually perpendicular to each other. So B equal to root over b1 square plus b2 square. Putting the value of I1 and I2, you will get the result b1 by 2, final result. The final will be in this way. If we draw a parallelogram, follow, this is the direction. Clear? What is the, if you consider, suppose it is theta, so direction tan theta equal to, this is tan theta, that is b1 by b2. Clear? Very important question. Again, I follow here the direction of two wires. This is upward, this is downward current, and this is upward current. Here is the point. So for this direction in this way, and for this direction in this way, because they are mutually perpendicular to each other, this point. So this is the last problem. So this is the end, and meet you in my next class. Okay.